Hello, 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 everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. Come on in the room. Y'all see I'm hard at work. This is my day. This is what I do. If you are checking me out on Team Replay, I am so happy that you're here. I really, really am. And I know y'all see this beautiful yellow. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. And of course, we have delicious notes. This is our menu for the day. And I'd like to once again say welcome. I am your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the peninsula in Virginia. Hey, sis, how are you? My Michelle. I am so much better today. I am. I really, really, really am. So, first of all, I would like to thank every one of you. Those who are here, those who are coming in, and those who are catching this on replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I do ask when you come in or as you leave, either one, when you're catching it on replay, please don't forget to leave your thummies. I love comments. I absolutely love comments. And I ask that you share my videos. And if you're not subscribed, please do. Make sure you hit the bell that has the dimples so that you'll always know when I'm here. So today, our title says Salutations, um, but it's going to kind of be all inclusive, as that would have left me with very few options. There was one sign that I showed you on Tuesday that I'm going to double down on today because I told you I was going to research it to make sure it was right. Okay. Please don't forget our video star of the week, Tracy from Crochet Rocks. She is phenomenal, y'all. I'm telling you. I I don't know if it's the accent or the giggles that get me, but it's she's delightful. So please, please, please go check her out. FOs for today. I actually have none. I don't have any finished objects right now, not even washcloths. What I did, there were a few washcloths that needed that one tail tucked in. So I made sure I tucked all of those in, made sure they got washed and dried, folded and put in the bin. Um, a lot of us have like linen closets, and we put our washcloths and towels and stuff in the linen closet. I meant to bring one of those little bins with me, but I have one of those little plastic bins. I've got lots of them actually, but I got those plastic bins from Dollar Tree when they were a dollar. They're $1.25 now, and they're probably about 8 inches, 6 inches tall. I would say 6 inches tall, maybe 4 inches wide, and maybe a foot long. But it's enough that when I wash and dry the washcloths, fold them in half and just lay them in there. And when the pile gets too high, like I said, I got lots of them, I just take the next one and fill it up and do the same thing. I try to keep 2 buckets of those on top of the cabinet that's beside my sink. And that way, every time somebody needs a washcloth, they just come and grab one. I think you remember the story that we had over 120 and we were down to under 20. By the time we put our hands on everything that we had, it ended up being 13. So with the 10 that I just did, we're now back up to 23. Yay. Okay, but what I can show and tell you about are my whips. Now, one of my whips is not crochet, but it falls in lines of creativity. And that is my yarn shelf. I spent 2 hours of my morning putting yarn that I had in bags for projects up on the shelf. I had a dream, and I call this one more of a realization that if I don't have all this stuff in different project bags, then I won't feel the pressure, even if it is a whip. If I'm not working on it right now, and I'll tell you how I've separated my whips after this. But if I don't have them, if I'm not working on that right now, then it needs to be up on the shelf. The yarn needs to be up on the shelf. So that's what I've been in the process of doing. I had a few cubbies that had other things in them, and I removed 2 items out. So that allowed me to put 12 skeins in each one of those. So that helps. The only thing I can't put in there are the little balls that I get from Dollar Tree. I have another bookcase over here on this side that I'm going to be using that for as I collect that yarn. It's eventually going to bleed over into the big one because I plan on getting rid of all my big skeins. That's that. Now, the deliciousness that I'm working on today, I actually started on it last night and I frogged it last night. I went in on Russ's live and he was saying a lot of the things, excuse me, do what, baby? No. He was talking about all the things that he needed done. And a couple of us put out the, were asking him what he needed done. And he started listing things and he was like, if y'all want to do this, if you want to do that. And I'm like, I can make a baby blanket. And that's like right up my alley. And of course, I have an idea for it. I can show you the biggest part that I'll be using. Yes. My big twist value pound in varsity yellow. I have one of my accent colors, which is going to be white. It's just white for mainstay. And the other color is going to be brown, but I'm not going to tell you what this is going to have on it. I'm just going to show it while it's ready. As I've taken this project up on a Wednesday night, I am going to give myself the grace enough to have this listed as next week's project. I also meant to bring my son's blanket in here. I think you remember me telling you that my daughter suggested that I border it with miniature granny squares. Y'all, I tried. It was not happening for me. It was not putting me in a happy space. It felt more like a chore than joy. And I abandoned that thought and I went back to what I wanted to do. And after talking to Melvin, and he expressed that he didn't want anything really huge. It doesn't really get that cold in San Antonio. And what he wanted more than anything was like the nights that his feet get cold, he wanted something that he could wrap around his feet. Or when he's sitting looking at TV, if it gets cold, something that he can just sit down and throw over the front of him. Well, it's just about at that point anyway. So if I just keep doing the bordering out like I'm doing, which I'm using the simple triple crochet out, then we're good. We're great. And so I told you about the baby blanket. I told you about my yarn wall. And y'all, I'm still working on it. But it is so much bigger now. I told y'all I was going purple crazy on this. You see that ombre right there? Oh my goodness. And I know you're wondering, what is that peak? It's going to end up being pleated. This is actually the back. And it's going to have that pleated tail, like a peacock tail on the back. And the front is kind of plain, just to make sure it covers up my bra. But yeah. And I'm going to border it. I'm going to border the sleeves with this grape. So, and the idea to do a shirt was inspired by my Michelle. So she is just going shirt crazy. And they are so cute. And I, for some reason, have this massive problem following patterns. I'll start following a pattern and it's like, I could do this here and I could do this here and I could make it look like this. So when I started my shirt, I knew how I wanted to do my nape and I had an idea of what I wanted. So I just decided to do my shirt my way. This bag was one that I won from Mama C. It is reversible. And I took it with me to the doctor's office yesterday. But I didn't realize that I had never really looked at the inside of it. I tend to deviate based on my body and what I want it to look like too. Yeah, but I mean, my deviation ends up being reworking the whole thing. I think the one thing that I followed pretty closely was the dress that I did based off of a tutorial that Jennifer of Cinnamon Stitches did. Hey sis, how you doing? Happy to see you here. But that's the only thing that I really, really followed. And even though I like the dress, I'm not loving it anymore. So the yarn is going to be repurposed. And it'll probably be another dress, but I already have in mind the kind of dress that I want it to be. So we'll work on that another time. But yes, this nifty bag has all of my purples in it. So yes. And I know some will be like, great, but that still doesn't fix the problem with bleeding into the health part now. Okay, so I went to the doctor yesterday. My main complaint was an ingrown toenail. Now, we had two ways we could have fixed it. The podiatrist was actually there yesterday, and she could have come in and fixed it. Well, this is the same podiatrist that I saw before. And I told my doctor, I don't ever want to see that lady again. You're going to come in the room and diagnose me and never even ask me to remove my shoe. Therefore, you never even touch my foot, but you're going to give me a diagnosis? No, I'm not even sure she would cut the right toenail out. So I asked her, I said, what else can we do? And she gave me this little trick. So what we're doing is taking the ends off of Q-tips. And she gave me these special tweezers, and we're stuffing it under the toe to help lift the toe out as it grows. Long, arduous process, less painful. Less painful. Y'all, like 2 or 3 times a day, I just have to stuff cotton down in there, and it just helps to lift that nail. the excruciating pain I was feeling from even putting my foot on the floor, I don't have that anymore. And it's getting to the point now, it's not even hurting to put the cotton under there. So, yay! Excuse me. Once again, I did not bring my drink in here with me. But yeah, the toe is feeling much better. It is. It's feeling much better. Like I said, it's a long process, and the one thing I have going for me is, excuse me, I keep my appendages wet enough that my nails grow quickly. So, and the other thing with that is, with me keeping my feet wet so much, I have to pull the cotton out and reinsert fresh cotton. So, it's not bad. It just takes a little while longer. Um, Everything checked out good yesterday. My blood pressure was a tad bit elevated when I first got there, but I had to do a lot of moving around. And instead of giving me a few minutes, the nurse decided to take my blood pressure right away. And the first reading we got was 136/80. So we waited about 20 minutes until I had time to calm down. And my blood pressure was 116/56, which is great. And if you remember, I've not taken any blood pressure medicine since my birthday, December 2nd. So I'm managing to keep my blood pressure down. I'm doing really, really well with that. My weight, however, not happy. It has increased as I spend most of my time right here in the house. I'm up to 338, guys. I still don't have a battery for my scale. And I know that the scale, the home weight and the doctor's office weight are usually different by 4 to 5 pounds. So at home, I would probably be 333 or 334. But at the doctor's office, of course, I'm fully dressed, shoes and all. And that's the difference there. But just the fact that it's more than 330 is like bummer, but it just lets me know I got to work a little harder. The other thing, you all know that I smoke and my cigarettes are cool, menthols. Well, yesterday I made the decision that I was going to go down to lights. I'm trying to get rid of them altogether. Normally, I could say I'm giving them up, and that's what I do. But this go round, there's been a lot more stress in my life, and I am a stress smoker. So I decided, since we're still doing this, we're going to take it down to lights. So that's a plus for me. Yes, yes. It's a step in the right direction. Now, I came up with a little quote. I hope you all like the one that I gave you on Tuesday. This is based off of an encounter that my daughter and I had yesterday evening at the store. The young man there was promoting confidence, and he said that he wanted to, it falls under motivational speaker, but he wanted to try to train people to build their confidence. And I looked at him and I said, how confident are you about that? And he says, well, that's why I'm kind of throwing it out there. I said, see, that's where I have issue, because you can't show me how to be confident if you're not confident. If you can't sell me or prove to me how confident you are, you can't teach me how to do something you're not. So I stood there, and what flowed out of my mouth is I said, and besides, confidence is built in free time. And he was like, whoa. My daughter kind of looked at me and she was like, what do you mean by that? I said, first of all, confidence is free. You shouldn't have to pay for confidence. Okay, that's number one. And confidence takes time, especially for people who have been beaten down all their lives, who have gone through bullying and other horrible things that they may have gone through in their lives, abandonment and, battery and those types of things. It takes time. You have to give yourself those affirmations or have a team around you that's going to fill you with those affirmations. You need to first hear them. No, I take that back. You need to first accept the fact that you want to build your confidence. You have to know that this is something that you want. And then you have to hear those words, whether they come from someone else or they come from yourself. A little trick that I learned was that you write these things down on a little sticky, and everywhere that you go, stick one of those little affirmation words, just a word or a couple of words. Don't fill yourself with the whole line. You understand what I'm saying? But like I used to put on my bathroom mirror sunshine, and then in another spot I would put beautiful, and then in another spot I would put pretty. You've heard the poem, I used to be pretty. I never thought I was pretty. My mom was the first person to joke on me about the size of my nose. And it was always a joke to her. Even when I would tell her that that would hurt my feelings. Her methodology was to prepare me for what was coming from the outside world, but it had a reverse effect. And in my mind, she was my first bully. And don't get me wrong, I love my mama. I love my mama, but that's how it came across to me. And that's how it was for years until I was 53 and I saw a picture of my father. And I realized that I have his nose. And I think my father is very handsome, nose and all. So when I saw this, then I started, like I said, I put those things on my mirror, sunshine, beautiful, pretty, and I put notes on my dresser mirror, right at the wall at the head of my bed. I have to sleep on my left side because of my heart condition. So the way my bed was at that time, I was facing the wall when I got up, and I was using a file cabinet as my nightstand. So right on the file cabinet, I wrote worthy. And then on the wall, I wrote beautiful again. And then throughout the house, I would write things like smart, capable, able, just positive words, and as you walk past these things and you see them, sometimes I could see the little transformation they used to get us to see, the little pictures of evolution where we transform from monkeys to men. I kind of felt like that a little bit because it's like you get up in the morning and you're all slouched and you see these words and you start out with a little smile and you see another positive word, so you hold your head up, another positive word, you put your shoulders back, and instead of dragging your feet, you're taking steps now. And by the time you get to the front door, you're walking in full confidence. In full confidence. And how much did it cost you? A Post-it pad and an ink pen. You did not have to pay $80 to $100 for a session that you had to drive to and sit amongst people that you don't know. And if you're like me, you got problems with crowds, unless it's a specific crowd that you know. You don't have to go through all of that. You can do this. You can do this. I just gave you that for free. Okay, so on to the exciting part, which is the ASL. Y'all know that I love the ASL. I promised you last week that I was going to go back and research one of the things that I showed you, and that was, okay, I was right. I remembered correctly, and that was, can I help you? Okay, so I was like, I remembered, yes, I remembered. So to further go into um, the greetings properly, you want to say good morning, hand flat, and morning. Just come up that underside. Make your arm and your hand your horizon, and you're raising that sun. So good morning. Or you can just say morning, okay? Or good afternoon, or afternoon, or parting, you say good night, or night night. Y'all see the slide? Night night. And of course, you can always say good day. Remember, you can either go full hand or D for day. So, good day. I'm going to go back over all of this. Y'all know we do it like several times. So, goodbye is simple. Goodbye. Goodbye. And then see you later. See you later. See later. You just transform from the V to the L and flick it down. See you later. See you later. Or you can just say later. Later. See you later. Or later. Or, see if I remember this one. See you tomorrow. See tomorrow. Thumb from the side of your mouth straight out. You don't have to touch your face, but just tomorrow. See tomorrow. See tomorrow. And that's what I was telling you about not being so robotic with your hands, because it's easier to do the shift like see you later if you're not see you later. Just make it a motion, make it a, and of course that comes with practice. See you later, or see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. And then there is, I showed you what's up. You want to shorten it, you can just say sup. Y'all know I like that one. What's up? And again, that's with the middle fingers. What's up? Or just up, sup. Take care. Take care. I like that one too. The hands. Take care. Take care. Have a good day. Okay. Palm up on the dominant hand on top. Circle it. That's nice. Nice. 2D hands. Bring them together. That's meet. And then, of course, the person you want to say it to. So, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay? Okay. Pointing to yourself is I or me. Palm to yourself is my or mine. Okay? So I, and if you cup your hands out in front of you and pull them back, that's want. I want. Okay? Now, if you take those same cups, bring them out and pull them in together, that's introduce or bring together. Introduce. I want to introduce, okay, my friend. The X fingers, friend. Okay? So I want to introduce my friend. Okay? Remember, I told you this is my or mine. My name. H's on top of each other. My name, and then spell your name. For me, it would be Kittee or Kitty. You can do mine with two hands or one hand. It's the same thing. These are kitty cat whiskers. And being that the name is Kitty, I use the K. Now, typically, a deaf person gives you your sign name. Or when you're learning sign language and you're amongst a group of people who are learning with you and no one is willing to sign you or give you a sign name, you can come up with your own. But you try to keep it as simple as possible. And this is a lot easier than Kittee. It's a lot simpler. So that's what you go for. I think, remember I told you last week, this was come. Come. You take those same two fingers and take them away, and that's go. Go. I want to go. And if you're saying goodbye to a room full of people, bye-bye. And it's not necessarily, I love you. It's, love you guys. See you later. Like we do for each other. And we really love you. We do. So you just say that for the whole room. Just wiggle the I love yous around. So to recap, like I said, I was right about the can I help you? And we're going to skip the good. We know this is good. We're going to go through the other 4, which is morning. Remember your horizon. You bring that sun up in the morning. You keep it level for afternoon. And you take it down for night. So morning, afternoon, and night. Okay? Good day, of course, is the good and day or day. That's covering your whole day from sun up to sundown. So good day. Okay? Then, of course, goodbye. Very simple. Goodbye. Or to the whole room. Bye, guys. Love you. Okay? See you later. See you later. See later. Okay? See later. Or see tomorrow. See tomorrow. See tomorrow. Take care. Take care. Nice to meet you. Okay. It's nice to meet you. Facial expressions. Okay. My name. My name. And then you spell your name. Okay. I want to introduce my friend. I want to introduce my friend. And of course, so. So that is the list that we had today. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. I'm still working with this technology, but I am going to re-record what we've done in the lives, and I'm going to try to get that out there. I don't know. I think it has something against the ASL because I've done other videos and like the video star of the week, and I was able to get that one up, downloaded, uploaded, and out there with no problems at all. But it's just the ASL ones, and I've re-recorded them and re-recorded them and re-recorded them and started all over with the editing process. So we'll see. We'll keep working on it and we'll see what we come up with. But I'm excited to see how this little blanket is going to turn out. I can tell you that I am starting my foundation row with half double crochet. And I don't want to make it the typical baby blanket size, but I don't want to make it huge either. I want it to be something that can be used later on. Um, I thought about the possibility of the single stitch tapestry crochet and putting what I wanted to put in the middle. But I think I'm going to stick with the half double crochet version of the mock stitch. That'll give it a lot more flow. Yep. So what are you guys working on? And Michelle, I can't wait to see that sweater. Ugh. I look at other people making sweaters and I'm like, I really want a sweater made by me. I really do. But I'm thinking I might try it. I had a couple of ideas. Thank you, Michelle. And I was looking at the hexy sweater that you were making, and I was thinking, the sleeves kind of come with that. And I did make one of those for my grandbaby, and it wasn't hard to do. Excuse me. But I want to make sure that I don't like big puffy sleeves. Oh. And I guess you heard I'm making this one for Russ. He's giving it away, I think, But and Joan, I can't wait to see your next top. But I forgot what I was saying. That's called old age. Yes. Okay, I'm talking about the hexy sweater. Yeah, I don't like puffy arms, but I don't like tight fitting arms either, because chances are when I put a sweater on, it's going over something else. So I don't want it to be really, really tight. And I already don't like a lot of clothes, and the extra puffiness in the sleeves would, to me, probably feel like, and too many clothes. This is better. It's showable now. And that's not bruising. This is, I have keloid skin. And um, that in itself was darker. It's puffy, and that was concerning me when I went to the doctor. And she reminded me that the inside heals slower than the outside. The outside looks perfect. It actually looks better than it should be looking at this point. Um, it looks like it looks like I had a scratch across here. So it's healing up really well. And my regime is A&D ointment. hmm I'm old school. I told y'all I was old. And if we had had some Camphor around here, I'd have been using that. And if you really want to take it back, if I'd have had some what we used to call Mercurochrome, the red stuff that we used to use, like a liquid Band-Aid. Yes. I'd have put that up there, had that big red spot in my chest. Would have done it. I'd have probably done something crazy like got a little nail polish brush and drawn little hearts. Yes, 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 absolutely. Speaking of old remedies, y'all, who remembers 666 and what was it? Krill motion for children will help your kids grow. Yes. And what was the other one that nobody wanted to take? Don't say castor oil because I couldn't take it. So we had Krill motion. We had the other one was called Saint somebody, and it was the devil. It was. It was nasty. Oh my God, it was nasty. It was so. Oh, you open the bottom. Hmm. Y'all, we have come a long way. That medication used to come. It was okay. The Crimotion, the 666, and whatever this other stuff is that Father John, Saint John. But anyway, it was something like really, really positive that it sounded like on the label, but it wasn't positive because it tasted like bleh, like burnt motor oil or something, and it was the same color too. Ooh, ooh. Michelle, you made me look away from the screen. You made me look away from the screen with that one. You need to boot that one all the way up. Oh my Lord. But they used to come in the glass bottles with the metal caps. And that was all you had for protection. But we're here. We're here. And we are strong here. Thank you. But y'all, I mean, they said they were cure-alls. I guess because they tasted so bad. Hmm. Mm-mm. They tasted so bad you forgot. No, no. Oh my goodness. What about the little Alka-Seltzer guy? Y'all remember him? He had a big Alka-Seltzer for a hat. Cute little guy. And we getting off medicine now. Ay, 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 ay. For I am a frito bandito. Yoo! Am I leaving y'all or do y'all remember these? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Just follow your nose. It always knows the flavor of fruit. Wherever it goes, Toucan Sam and Fruit Loops. And come to the honeycomb hideout. Yes. And oh my goodness, um oh the bear, Sugar Crisp. I think that was his name. The honeycomb hideout was fun. I didn't even eat honeycombs back then. I didn't start eating honeycombs until I was grown. And when I first tasted my first honeycomb, that's all I bought for 3 years straight. Lori! Lori, we did a lot of ASL today. I really want you to check out the replay. I do. I really, really, really do. But I can show you real quick that this is the beginning of a baby blanket. No problem. This is the beginning of a baby blanket. I'm starting with the foundation half double crochet. And this is my shirt, just about done. I like this shirt, y'all. I do. I keep putting it on and it let me show y'all so y'all can see. When I say I made this shirt for me, like perfect arms and everything. I understand. I love you. And you have a wonderful day. We'll talk a little bit later because I can't go 3 days without membership. Can't do that. But y'all, it fits and it's not squeezing. I know, I was there. I saw them. I saw them. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna give you, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it right here. And email me. Thank you. But it's not too tight. It's not too loose. It's not choking me. I've got room in the back. I made the front and back just alike. Um, Normally, I would like this like a little wider, but this feels perfect. This feels so good. And like I said, it's not too tight. Once I got past the bust, I wanted to bring it back in so that it would fit a little bit, but not like tight, tight. And then knowing that I'm getting, surgery to have the falupa removed, then it's gonna hang perfect. Right now it's gonna fit a little bit, and I don't like clothes that fit, but I'm making it for the purpose of after the surgery being able to be comfortable. And if I could wear crop tops, this would be done. This would be done. Thank you. Thank you. And it feels good. It's all it's all of it is 100% acrylic, number 3 weight, and it feels light and airy. Half double crochet, no, up here is the half double crochet chain, half double crochet chain. Down here is double crochet chain, double crochet chain. But I filled it all in, the double crochets here across the bra area. And it feels absolutely amazing. I mean, it's like having skin on outside of my skin. You know, it's not itchy, it's not heavy. Most of this is, let's see, that's Temu, 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 Temu. I don't remember what this one is. I want to say that this one is, I'm really not sure, but this one is ombre. Yeah, that's the Lionheart ombre. But like I said, it feels really, really good. Really good. And I'm loving working on it, you know, just to, after I got past the bra portion, I went back to opening the bottom out, you know, and it's just like peekaboo just enough that I'm not showing all of me. And I just can't express just how good it feels. But this blanket right here, what I have in mind for this blanket is, oh my goodness. But of course, you all know that I will be showing you the progress as we go. I think that today has gone really well. Don't forget the quote, confidence, it's built-in time, built-in free time. And if you have to get those sticky notes to stick all over the place, do that. Give yourself those affirmations every day. You are beautiful. You're pretty. You're smart. You're worthy. You are enough. Okay? Do that. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Like I said, please don't forget the thummies. Please share my videos. And if you're not subscribed, please, please, please do subscribe. And make sure you tickle that bell that's got the dimples so that you'll know when I'm here. Okay? You guys go and have an absolutely wonderful day. I will be here Saturday at 2 o'clock. Same bat channel. And we're going to do some crocheting. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to do some crocheting on Saturday. We might even be working a little more on this blanket so that you can see where I am. I'm so excited already for Saturday, just so we can be doing something together and having that little fellowship time. You guys, like I said, go about and have a wonderful day. Joan, take it easy, please. Michelle, please continue to get better. And Lori, we're going to do what we do. So, guys, like I always tell you, as you go about your day, your time, please remember to be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember that Kitty Lane told you, remember Kitty Lane loves you. And also, don't forget your video star of the week, Tracy with Crochet Rocks. Until we see each other again, guys, on these YouTube streets. Peace out.